What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mark. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2008 Mazda 3i. So let's get started. So one of the beautiful things to note about this is honestly the color of this car. It's like a burgundy, but it really shines, stands out. It looks gorgeous. It also has aftermarket alloy rims with really great meat on the tread, or tread on the tire, whatever you want to call it. And originally we were going to take off these stickers, but it looks really cool on it, so we decided to keep it on. It's got kind of like this, it's supposed to be like fiberglass, or make it look like fiberglass, but it's just kind of like an imitation covering that they put on it, which actually makes the car look really nice. Headlights really stand out. Put it on the top as well, and on each of the handles. It's got this nice fin and spoiler in the back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk while we're at it. This is what your key looks like. Nice Mazda key. It's got a very spacious trunk, as you can tell. You can fit probably, what, 4 bodies in here? Maybe 3.5, I would say. Stack one here, crumple one right there, another one here, and then like maybe fit another one right here. It'd be good, yeah. Then you have your floor mats right in there, and your wrench right here. Then you have all of your jack, wrench, an additional wrench, and you can pull this up, and you have your spare tire right there. You can also access this side of it to get your jack. In case you needed access to the trunk from inside, you can also push these down and fold them down, and actually you will be able to fit like maybe an additional 3 bodies in there. But those are just for extreme emergencies. Put the covering right there as well. All right, let's take a look inside. So in the interior, you actually have this really beautiful tan interior. I personally love when the interiors are tan. You got manual windows so that you can make sure to get those guns nice and big. You have manual mirrors as well. Right on the inside, you can access your trunk right there. You just pop that up, and you can also, the gas cap, you can pop it open by just pulling that. Your hood can be released right here. In case you needed access to the OBD2 port, it's actually right here. So if you see where the dimmer is at, you just keep going down a little bit, boom, right there. On the steering wheel itself, you have an all black steering wheel with the Mazda emblem, and on the left hand side you have all of your volume controls. All right, so this is actually a 5-speed manual transmission. You can tell you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse. And in case you don't know how to drive stick shift, don't let this kind of dissuade you from getting this car. It's very, very easy to drive stick shift. I've taught plenty of people that I've sold to here at the dealership, plus some of my own family members, friends, anybody that wanted to learn how to drive. Within 20-30 minutes you'll have the basic concepts down, and then from there it's honestly just practice. Like, you're gonna stall the car, that'll happen. I mean, hell, I even stall a car every once in a while still, but it's something that does not take much to learn how to figure out. So it's totally worth it. You have better fuel economy. You have a faster car, like, because you have more control. You can learn how to change the speeds. So it's honestly like, it's way better to have a stick shift, and it's just honestly more fun to drive. But right in the middle, you have 2 cup holders. You also have another little compartment, which it actually brings locks. So this is the key for those locks. So you could be able to take off the wheels themselves. Cigarette lighter for those of you that smoke. 12-volt port right there. You have all of your weather settings, and again, I always say this in all the videos, but both AC and heater are working really well. We make sure to do that because we have cruel summers and we have very cruel winters. So our customers, we would hate to be stuck in a car that does not have either of those during those extreme weathers. So we make sure that our customers are not either. You have a massive glove compartment right there. Right up here, you have a GPS. You have, actually, you could put a micro SD in there so you can store a bunch of additional music. Just pop that in. You have very good sound system overall. This is all aftermarket. Right in the center, you have your center console. Look at that, it's tiny, but you can also pop this open. Pop it open. You can also pop this open, go right here, and you have an auxiliary port, which allows you to listen to all of your own music. And you also have a 12-volt port right there. And to top that off, you also have a CD player for those of us that are still ancient animals and love to listen to that. Go ahead and put the seat up. Already all the way back. Comfortable position. Oh, wait, I missed something. You have the visors right here to block the sun. You can pop them open, put them off to the side so you can block a little bit on the left-hand side. And you also have a mirror. Make sure you're looking pretty for the day. All of your dome lights right there. Same thing for your passenger. Make sure that they're looking pretty for the day. You got a handle for every single one of your passengers for when you're being a reckless driver, but not one for yourself. So you definitely are not going to kill them, but you can kill yourself. Let's pretend that we are the passenger. So as the passenger, this is actually pretty comfortable. Look at that. That's the seat in a comfortable position with it all the way back. And we still have, what is that? About 1.5 inches. So not only is your driver having a good experience while they're driving, but the passengers are actually gonna feel really, really comfortable. I am personally 5'10", and as you can tell, still have tons of room. I feel good. Manual windows, again, so that both your passengers and yourself can actually be nice and strong, and you have your bottle holders for them. Boom. And in case you don't have a middle guy riding around with you, you can fold this down and you have 2 cup holders. Oh, just a quick tip. If you're turning on a car that's a stick shift, so you just, normally you want to keep it in neutral unless you're on a hill, but then you have 3 pedals: clutch, brake, gas. Put your foot on the brake, foot in the clutch, and then crank it up. And see, the reason you want to have it in neutral is so that when you let go of the clutch, the car doesn't stall out on you. But if you take a look at it, this is what your cluster looks like. This specific unit has 111,000 miles. So it's barely been broken in, especially for a 2008. Oh, another feature is that it has a lock on the key, so it can't just slide out. So in order to be able to get it out, there's a little button right here that you just press, and then you just turn. Boom. Under the hood, you have yourself the 2.0 liter 4-cylinder motor coupled with the 5-speed manual transmission. So one of the cool things about this is that it actually gets 24 miles to the city as far as fuel economy and 32 miles on the highway. So this is actually a very strong car. Now you're looking at about 148 horsepower, which isn't much, but honestly, considering that it's a 5-speed and everything, and you're getting such great fuel economy, you're not trading off too much. You're not gonna feel like you're being pulled back as you drive, you know, but you're also not gonna feel like you're lagging behind. It's gonna pick up the way that it's supposed to pick up. It has a 14.5 gallon tank, which at the current gas prices that we have here in Fresno, California, we're looking at about a little over $4. It would take about $60 to fill up this entire tank. And you'd be looking at 348 miles in the city and 464 miles in the highway. So you're definitely gonna be able to take some long trips with this thing. So some pros about this car, honestly, is that Mazda is known for making reliable cars and making cars that are gonna last you a long time. And easily, you can take this thing to 200,000 or 350,000. I mean, we've had cars like this that we've sold in the past with 220,000, 230,000 that our customers still have to this day. My wife has a Mazda 3, 2014. She's already put about 120,000 miles in it, and the car's still running strong. I mean, they're cars that are meant to last. The fact that it's a stick shift actually makes it a lot more fun to drive, but even if you had the automatic, they're still great cars. They handle really, really well. They have a very good style. Like over the years, they were unique and they look very sexy. Even the older models, like this is a 2008 and it still looks really nice. 2014 models look fantastic, and the newer ones just look even better. Like they just keep improving and improving on the style, which usually, like these types of brands, like the domestic brands, are not always known for their style, but frankly, I mean, they've definitely been doing that since the beginning. So you can't go wrong as far as like impressing your friends in the way that it looks. I also mentioned that it has great fuel economy, so you're gonna be able to take this thing on really long drives. And as you notice, the space inside the car itself for both the passengers and the main driver, great amount of space. Everybody's gonna feel super comfortable. Also, after 2007, they actually started reinforcing the body itself just to make it a little bit more, like give the chassis a little bit more rigidity. And the suspension on these is also great. Like I know I've mentioned that it handles great. Like trust me, drive one of these things, you're gonna feel like it's It's just super sturdy. All right, so I've told you all of the great things about it, but clearly not everything can be good, right? So let's get to the bad. These have a slightly below average side impact rating, so it doesn't mean that they're unsafe to drive, but they don't perform as well as, let's say, some other models. It also is a little bit firmer while you drive, which could actually just be preference. Like if you enjoy a firmer drive, you enjoy feeling like the car is a little bit sturdier, this is your option for you. But some other people like to feel like it's a little bit smoother, and which is again preference, but it could potentially be a con. And one of the other things is because it's a metal body, it can actually rust pretty quickly. So if you live in an area that has a lot of water, salt, and everything, you know, just be aware that it could rust pretty quickly. But out where we're at, we don't normally see that at all. Some other vehicles that you can actually compare it to are going to be like the Civics, the Corollas, Kia Fortes, Chevy Cruises, Accents. You know, all of those are going to be contenders that are going to be right alongside these types of vehicles. Right, so this was the 2008 Mazda 3i. Please let me know if you have any questions about it, or if you have any comments, just drop it in the comment section below, and please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions at all about our Buy Here, Pay Here program, or a Buy Here, Pay Here program that you might have a little bit closer to home, we would love to help you out with all of your Buy Here, Pay Here needs. So feel free to drop a comment below, or give us a call at 559-444-0123. We do know that car buying can be extremely stressful, and we want to make sure that we can make it as easy as possible for you. So drop a comment, give us a call. We'd love to help you out. Anyway, thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.